Hey, we're just Umbrella here. I know I'm basically a day late, but by the time when these chapters were released, I at work, and by the time when I got back, even though it was again back until like say 6:30 or around 6:40ish, I was pretty much spent from work, so I didn't necessarily have the energy to actually go through the long chapters. But there was also the Raw after the Royal Rumble, so I had to go watch that. There's also Supergirl to watch, so I had to go do all that. But sorry for you guys telling me you guys were waiting, but by the time I check on manga stream, we've had the One Piece chapter 892 that got released a couple days ago. They were a bit late on this. And we have Food Wars, My Hero Academia, and Marlonespi.EXE just got updated yesterday. So it looks like for now, maybe on Mondays, I'm going to get you guys some Monday uploads, so mostly they're late. So for now, we're going to deal with My Hero Academia and Food Wars, with Food Wars starting off first, and we have Marlonespi covered to Wednesday. So, without further ado, it's going to just show you some of Food Wars 248. A mere mortal speaking is basically what the title is called. And after having Arena versus Momo Senpai done with Arena winning, it's now been focused between Ishiki versus Ishii, no, Isshiki versus Ishii in their battle. So yeah, that turns out. The first seed versus the former 7th seed of the Elite Ten, so let's see how this goes. Except for the flashback here. The two of them, when they were young. So it was Kuni Senpai and Ichiki Senpai when they were kids. Why? Why is Satoshi-kun so good at everything? He takes to things so easily. It doesn't matter what they are. Why am I such a dullard? It's not fair, Satoshi-kun. Not fair. A little bit of jealousy back there. There's some jealousy there. Understandable, so actually. Oh, here we go. Chapter 248, A Mere Mortal's Feelings. Our second card, Isshiki Senpai versus Sakusa Senpai versus Tsukasa Eishi. Both of them are speeding through their preparations. Sakusa Eishi? Give it your best, Sakusa Senpai! As against Tsuki's first seed. What will Isshiki... What is... But Tsukasa's opponent is Satoshi-san. Buchi. Although I can basically guarantee that Tsukasa will win. Almost guarantee. Who was the one that just lost to a dish that they gave a 95% to? That's why I said almost. And she's using Buchi to hit him. Besides, the theme ingredient is wild rabbit. Huh. So basically some sort of meat dish. Rabbit meat? Huh. I think I used it for the first time in Tsutsuki class. I think it was during our first cuisine lectures. We remember recalling to... I guess I didn't recall Mexican class, and this is actually a French cuisine dish. Doesn't really offer much in terms of preparations for wild game. However, people in the countryside did in fact hunt and eat deer and boar. But wild game was largely avoided in Japanese food culture until the Meiji period, roughly. Are you serious? This is bad. I wonder why you even care, but why is he drinking hot water to calm his nerves? And now you just realize he still has the teapot with him. Huh. Yeah, I was kind of worried about it. What sort of dish will Isshiki Senpai, an exponent of Japanese cuisine, opt for? Well, he's pulling something out. It's coming along splendidly. The initial preparations for his rabbit meat and vegetables are over. Now he's ready to try readying his first dashi. And first dashi, aka Ichiban dashi, is the stock made from the first stepping of the stock ingredients, whereas subsequent second dashi, inbashi, is made from ingredients previously used in the first dashi. Okay, that's a little translation out there. He's up against the first seed the Elite 10, and he's still happy-go-lucky as ever. It's almost as if he's back at the dorm making dinner for everyone. Oh, I probably should go grab my place and utensils ahead of time. Excuse me, senpais. How can you cook with a grin like that on your face? Oh. There's no way you'll win. You know as well as I know how strong Suga-senpai is. Is that so? I'll never know for sure unless I actually face him, though, right? Besides, someone engrossed in enjoying what they're doing is invincible. That's my life motto. Oh, sure must be nice to be a genius. I was like guessing for that reaction. I was like, we're calling back to their childhood when they first met. There's no way you could ever understand a mere mortal's feelings. What? Wait, Isshiki-senpai just might go with a new preparation for this battle. One of the parts from Japanese cuisine. Okay. What sort of dish did he go get? He got a surprise, next thing, completely dumbfounded, a bowl. Just a bowl. He got a bowl. I'll be going with the Japanese soup dish. A special Isshiki broth chock full of the goodness of my ingredients. Soup dish! Huh? Why? What's wrong? Why are you so surprised when he's like, he's not surprised that everybody else is. Even she's really that excited to learn what he's going to cook? No, that's not it. The thing is, wild rat is a type of wild game. Its strong instinct is one of the most defining characteristics. And yet he's chosen one of the most refined, delicate dishes in all of Japanese cuisine. Okay, it looks like his start. So basically, the wild meat in your hands is distinct, this makes it some defining features, but using a soup is mostly more delicate to counteract that or something. Even a sword that survives on the line. Japanese style soups are preparations that are filled with not but the pure flavor of the ingredients that compose them. And they must be perfectly clear, without seeing a wisp of cloud. Flavors that may contribute to the richness of or depth of another sort of dish can quite easily become a superfluous noise in Japanese soup. Tend to make that sort of soup out of the wild game won't, as is to admit, rather than disturb its smells. It's the very height of recklessness. You worked with bear meat before yourself. You should know how hard game is to deal with. Alright, that stuff for sure was a pain. Go with something else, Isshiki-senpai. Don't call it Isshiki broth. That sounds gross. I'm gonna know who these two are speaking to. This Isshiki-senpai we're talking about, he's definitely not. He's got something up his sleeve. The real match begins now. While heating up the kombu dashi I made earlier. I'll add in these wild rice pieces. I stewed them. I sought them to remove their water content. They'll exude that wild game you want into the soup. Into that carefully prepared combo dashi, the wild game stink will ruin the flavor of the dish. Well, of the dashi. Once I regain heat, I'll press the attack to the limit. Allow the taste of the wild rabbit to slowly infuse the soup without any unneeded upsurgency of bitterness. Watch and wait for the moment that Umami is released. Watch carefully with its look in its eyes there too. There! Main and secondary toppings of the soup respectively. You add in the windani and the wandu. Oh, that's what the translation came from. And slowly add the hot broth. It's complete. Enjoy. It is said that you can determine the level of Japanese soup the moment you lift its lid. It's all in how that first blast of fragrance envelopes you. Let us see. Will the wild game soup have the energy of its ingredients? Open the lid, and there goes the fragrance. It's so warm and fluffy. I'm really dressing up like a... She had herself in a Rhapsody the next... Hey, this is the real thing. What an endlessly pure fragrance. This piece, I feel like I'm being embraced by my own mother. Are you serious? That wild isn't getting in the way? The gentle, mellow fragrance of the combo dashi. fuses with the undeniable sharpness of the wild rabbit. The wildness melts away, and all that's left is a pureness that reminds one of a amuse-bouche. Ultimate technique of Japanese cuisine, dashi. He grasped an coincidence and incorporated it even while he gave it to it. The first blast of fragrance was enough to bewilder even those bookmen. His style truly is super aggressive, Japanese cuisine. This is the great work of genius, and yet a legendary storied family of Japanese chefs, he was born into a house that reversed this tradition above all. Isshiki household. How can he create such mold-breaking dish? There's nothing to glare at me like that. You've really made me into your arch enemy, haven't you? That's how we were raised, no? Anything I did, you had to do yourself. Anything I did, you had to do it too. Even if it drove you to tears. Nene, it's dinner. I haven't even done it once yet. And she's already. Oh my god. I had to even. Yeah, otherwise. Ah, that brings back memories of you trying to keep up with me and everything I did. The sun's already set. No! We're not going back until I figure out how to ride this. Watch me. How does that even do anything with dishes? I get it. Stop already. Want to try on my shoes? See how it feels to constantly be reminded of the difference in our skills. You point out how I have little grasp of the fundamentals and how I always do things by the book. Just to make fun of me. Okay, I just want to remember, Isshiki is the fourth, Isshiki is the 7th seed, but yet Kuni is a seed higher. So if that was the case, if he was better than her and everything, and cooking was a thing, how did she gain higher seed than him? Now that the judges, let's ace the dish. The judges are fighting their own fierce battle here as well. The first sip. Gulping. This flavor! Ninokuni. You should speak more kindly of the time you spent to build your skills. After all, if it weren't for you, I don't know if I had continued cooking at all. What feelings behind Ishiki's words? I don't know if I had continued cooking at all if it wasn't for her. Wow, that's actually one hell of a cliffhanger to end there, and a question. One of a question to end off in here about something happening into the past that must have affected him into the cook that affected him into the person he is now. Don't know what happened in the past, so we have to wait until see when that happens. So until next time, like, subscribe, comment, share with a friend, and I'll see you again for My Hero Academia. Laters.